Kia ora, my name is Margaret Munro, and on behalf of Tourism Waitaki, I wish you a warm welcome to this virtual tour and journey through our region. So let's go and take a look at the Victorian precinct. Now this area was built in the mid-1800s to support a very big agricultural industry with grain and wool production. They now house things like cafes, galleries, an assortment of shops, a lot of nooks and crannies to explore. Oamaru is really easy to get to, with flights daily into Christchurch, Queenstown and Dunedin. And from Christchurch it's a 3-hour drive time, Queenstown a 3-hour drive time, and Dunedin an hour and a half. Behind me is an example of a heritage accommodation option available, but we also offer family-friendly accommodation and high-end luxury choices, such as the Lindis Lodge in Ahuriri or Penny Bryn here in Oamaru. We're going to go and check out one of those unique accommodation offers in our district later in this tour. So here we are at the end of the mighty Alps to Ocean. And believe me, after 316 kilometres on a bike, over 4 to 6 days, you're ready to see this view of the charming Oamaru port and the Pacific Ocean. So well done to those that do it. Shall we go and look at one of the sections now? So here we are on the Alps to Ocean. Now this spot's called Sailor's Cutting. What a gorgeous place it is. Now the Alps to Ocean starts at either Mount Cook at Aoraki or Lake Takapo that meanders through the Mackenzie and the Waitaki districts. And this here is about a halfway point of that journey. If you're not into cycling, then there's a lot of other options for walking, hiking or tramping in this region in the Waitaki. This is the largest earth dam in New Zealand. It was constructed between 1958 and 1965. Definitely a good place for a rest stop. I'm just going to carry on the trail now, and I'm going to leave you to go and check out Valley View's glamping with Ace. So I'll see you soon.
Hello, Patrick.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
I'll show you through the dome. Please come in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
There's no electricity in our tent, so we have fairy lights, we have a couple of candles, and that gives you beautiful, beautiful light. Anyway, just out there, you'll see the sun will rise up in that direction, and what I always suggest is stay in bed. The sun will wake up in the morning and go straight into your bed, which is really, really cool.
Shall we go and check out the rest of the property?
Sure, absolutely. Let's go.
Let's go.
Here we are at the baths. So here's our 2 sets of baths here, and then we've got another set over in the forest over there. And there's this beautiful spring water fed and there's hot baths, and people love them because of the peace and beauty, and they look up to the beautiful trees. And out there to the north, you'll see the Waitaki River. Really amazing. See how peaceful it is.
Wow.
Welcome to our lodge.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. When we built this lodge, we also used locally sourced products as much as we could. Just to give you an example, that door over there, it's macrocarpa, and it comes from just a timber mill just over the hill. The deck out there, that's sheep grading, and it's from my mother-in-law's sheep shearing shed just down the way there. So we've tried and done that as much as we could.
All right. Patrick, before I leave, do you have any local tips for me?
So go down to the Waitaki River and we fish for trout and salmon. And it's really, really good there. So that's what I like doing. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Thank you for having me today.
It's an absolute pleasure, and it's nice to meet you, and we'll see you again very soon.
See you.
Yeah.
So here we are at Clay Cliffs. Now Clay Cliffs is a geosite in the Waitaki. It's about a 15-minute drive from Marama or an hour 35 from Oamaru. Now a geosite is an area that has international or national geological significance, and there is a number of these in the Waitaki Whitestone Aspiring Geopark. So it was formed around 20 million years ago by ancient gravels and silts that once lay on the valley floor. But through tectonic plate movement, they've been uplifted, and through erosion, we now have these formations you can see behind me. There's also another really popular geosite in the Waitaki, and that is the Meraki boulders. So we're going to go and take a look at that now. So here we are at Meraki boulders. It's a 30-minute drive south of Oamaru to this location here, and it's definitely best to visit at low tide. Now, as Maori legend has it, the boulders appeared here when a Maori canoe crashed off the head of Shag Point behind me here and dropped its food basket, delivering these boulders to this beach. Why don't we go and look at a few more? Wow. Now look at this. These boulders are created over 60 million years ago, and they started off as a fossil. And over time, when this was under the sea, a chemical reaction called calcification and accretion slowly grew that fossil into a big boulder like this, which we see today. And there's more and more of these in these hillsides. Intriguing, eh? So the vibrancy of the Waitaki extends into our geogastronomy offering. Now that is the food and grown in the soils from this region, all tied in with our geopark. Some of the amazing cuisines that we get here is the seafood, which is popular at Fleur's Place in Meraki, or we've got the Argentinian flavours that we can find at Cucina in Oamaru, or here, one of my favourite spots at Riverstone Kitchen. So why don't we go and have a wee look at that now? So I'm here with head chef Bevan from Riverstone Kitchen. Now, Bevan, tell me, what are the features in the Waitaki that stand out for you?
Probably the geology and the variance of it. I mean, we've got volcanic soils around the Cape and Kakanui that are famous for growing new potatoes and tomatoes. When we need ingredients, we just come and get them. So we grow all our salad greens, all our leafy greens for the restaurant, and then we just cherry pick the best of what's around us, whether it's cherries or raspberries, lamb, venison. But stuff like this, like Cavolo Nero, you know, this is just a young baby stuff that's coming up through the winter. When we first came here, you couldn't even source it. Like back then, fennel and Cavolo Nero and radicchio was just not something that the average Kiwi would be expecting. So we learned to grow it. There's little hotspots where people grow raspberries and stone fruit, and so, you know, cherries. So we're really in like a little miniature, like Hawke's Bay, and it's a great place to cook.
Nice, very nice. Well, thank you. That's really interesting.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, well done. And so now we're off to go and see the penguins. So come on, let's go. So the Oamaru Blue Penguin Colony is more than just an attraction where you can come and see penguins come home each evening. It's actually a research and monitoring station. Now, part of the package when your clients come here is they get a commentary on the life of the penguins, and it's very interesting and a great introduction into the life of the little blue penguin. The breeding season of the penguins is between August and February each year, and that's when you will see the most penguins come home at night, and that can be anything from 200 to 300 of them. Your clients have got two options to do the viewing here at the Penguin Colony. So we have the general stand here where I am, and there's also the premium stand where they get a closer up view of the penguins when they come home. Now it's almost on dark, so I'm really excited to see the little blue penguins come home, and I'm just going to wait now and watch. Thank you for coming and joining me here tonight at the Oamaru Blue Penguin Colony. It's been fun seeing the little blue penguins come home to their nesting boxes tonight. Hope you enjoyed it too. It's been our pleasure to take you on this virtual tour of the Waitaki district in Oamaru. We're really looking forward to seeing your clients come here very soon and appreciating our wonderful district. So thank you everyone, mā te wā.